Okay. This your girl Tavoria. I'm right here live with Hip Hop Weekly and Valerie. Thank you, Tavoria. So, you have an enormous amount of experience. Okay. And I don't think that we could fit it all into words, but talk to me a little bit about some of the works that you've been credited for and a lot of the things that you have done in the industry.
Well, as some of you may or may not know, I'm an R&B artist, singer, songwriter. Have an album out that I released back in 2012, 13, okay. 12, 13, somewhere around. Street Couture, The Me Nobody Knows. Before that, I'm known for my mixtape series, Bedroom Bangers. I've worked with Gucci, French Montana, Plies. I've done some writing with Trina, Pretty Ricky, Dirtbag and Monica. I mean, I've worked with several different. My biggest thing was a lot of producers that are out. You
okay.
know, that's was really what I love to do. I've worked with a lot of credited producers. So.
Who are some of the producers you worked with?
Believe it or not, I started out writing with drum majors out of Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Jim Johnson. Fast forward to today, Cassius J, Zaytoven, 314, Stroud, Jay White did it, Javon on the beat. List goes on.
Okay, so it's kind of like a good range. Some newer producers or some producers that have some new work out now.
Right.
Okay. And so with all of the experience that you have,
mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously it seems like you've been a little bit more behind the scenes, but you definitely have put in a lot of work.
Yes.
So with you now putting out your own music, mm-hmm. and you're now in this new phase of transitioning and rebranding yourself, talk to me about what that's like for you. What that's been like for you.
Well, transitioning into an indie artist, I should say, has been fun, and it's been tough a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Being out here, just transitioning into that whole thing, it took a little while. I'm working on a project, MissyJBlige. It's a mixtape that I'm going to be put out. 7 to 8 songs. I think it's going to be 7 songs.
Okay.
And between that time, I've kind of been writing like my life story. So just kind of transitioning to what I want to put out into the world. Like the Tavoria that nobody ever got to know.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And do you feel like a lot of people who have the experience that you have or have put in the work that you've put in behind the scenes kind of fall behind and people don't really know about you guys or the things that you do?
Yeah, we do kind of fall behind. It just depends on consistency. You know what I mean? I think that as long as we stay consistent in what we love to do, you know what I mean? It's we kind of can stay ahead of the game, but being in the industry for a while and going through certain type phases, transitioning from, I wouldn't say failures, but just downfalls and
right.
up, you know what I mean, good and bad times. You kind of try to see the good in all of those shortcomings and try to make it happen,
Yeah. But you know what I think? I think that a lot of times when we have shortcomings or we go through kind of trials and tribulations, challenges, mm-hmm. or so to speak, I feel like that's when you grow the most.
I do. I believe that right now I'm in a whole new phase. Like I've grown so much since Street Couture and Bedroom Bangers. Like it's a whole new world. Like even right now, sitting here doing this interview is like new to me. Okay. I feel like a freshman.
No, you're not a freshman. You're definitely on the varsity team, not junior varsity. But talk to me a little bit about what it is that made you decide, like, now is the time. Off camera, we were kind of talking about timing and how important timing
right.
is. Why now?
Well, I just have so much freedom in my life. Like, I believe that throughout my career, I've carried a lot of weight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and there was once in during my industry days, they used to say you can't take everyone with you.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, and I had to realize, like, there's not a selfish bone in my body. So it's like this whole vibe of focusing on Tavoria and strengthening Tavoria and building Tavoria has been like the most challenging process for me, because I'm actually getting the opportunity to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to, like, what you see with me is what you get. You know what I mean? I don't have to put on heels if I don't want to. I don't have to wear my hair down to the floor if I don't want to. You know, I don't have to put on a skirt if I don't want to. So it's like, now I feel like this is the best time for me to create what I want to create, and as well as it's a great time to be independent. Like, R&B has been buried under hip-hop for so long.
Yes.
I feel like I can express myself through R&B and give the people what's missing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And give it to them freely, you know, like with no chains attached.
Okay. Now, it's funny that you mentioned that there is a lack of R&B, so to speak, in the industry now. Do you feel like R&B can compete with where music is today?
I absolutely believe that R&B can definitely compete. I mean, R&B, believe it or not, R&B is competing because all the rappers are singing. So R&B is at the top of its game. To be, in my opinion, it's just not the R&B we're used. It's not the '90s R&B.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not the Aretha Franklin, the Patti LaBelle, the SWV, the old Usher. It's not that. It's just there's a new generation of artists, and they're expressing themselves where you can sing off key and it's okay.
Yeah.
I believe that the state that R&B is in right now is that people want to hear the truth. And that's where I think R&B is winning. You know what I mean? Like the new artists, like when you talked about SZA, like, and you think about Solange, it took Solange forever. What R&B artist puts out a 22-song album?
Right, not a lot of them.
You don't even get paid past 10. So if you think about the state R&B is in, I think people just want to hear real music. You know what I mean? And that doesn't mean it has to sound like it's from the 90s. Yeah. It's just this day and era.
So I think the music has definitely evolved, is what I think you're kind of touching at.
Yeah, I believe so. It's just like the game got younger. You know what I mean? Like the millennials have let their voices be heard. You know what I mean? Like, and you gotta respect it. I mean, for them, it's winning. You know what I mean? For R&B artists like the K Michelle's, even myself, the Keisha Coles, you know what I mean? It may be a little tougher for us because we love to sing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We like to sing, but we have to also adapt with the times.
Yeah. I think that definitely to be in this industry, to be a creator in general, you do have to kind of adapt and evolve. And especially now, everyone with their phone, the technology, and all the different things that you're exposed to, you kind of really got to continuously put out content.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the reason why I came up with MissyJBlige.
Okay.
A lot of people compare me throughout my career to Missy and Mary. You know, they said if they were to have kids, I would be a hybrid.
I'm guessing that your look is the Missy and then your voice is the Mary. Is that right?
I guess so.
Okay.
I mean, today is probably on some real Missy because I'm in Miss Adidas.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But it depends on the record that you're listening to with me, because there was a short period in my career where I lost my voice, where I couldn't speak.
Wow.
I couldn't sing for like 3-4 months. I never had allergies till I moved to Atlanta, and during that time, music was so embedded in me that I taught myself how to rap.
Wow.
So it was crazy, me being a diehard R&B artist.
Yeah.
Like I perform with a live band, you know, like I'm a real R&B artist. Till me doing rap music was like, whoa. And then the label kind of released one as a single, so I took that and I just hybrided into my R&B.
Right.
And then, you know, it gave birth to Missy and Mary.
So it almost feels like a lot of the things you've been through kind of were preparing you for the time that you're in now and the sound that's out now.
Yeah.
If you think about it, because if you had to learn how to rap, you had to kind of change the way that you created music, or, you know, you had to approach being a vocalist differently.
Yeah, I did. I wouldn't even say that I kind of studied what was out there now, because to be honest with you, I don't listen to the radio like that. I just kind of go with what I feel, you know. If you ever get a chance to listen to some of my records, MissyJBlige and Broken Beauty, which are 2 different projects, you'll kind of hear inflections of music maybe from the 90s, you know what I mean? But it's not that I sat there and I listened to that record and was like, oh, I'm gonna make this song like that. It just came like that, you know what I mean? It just birthed on its own.
Yeah.
So
since we've talked about your newer project that's getting ready to release August 8th, is it?
August 8th.
August 8th, yeah, I got it right. Tell me about Broken Beauty. I kind of want to hear about the concept of that project.
Broken Beauty it's not coming out anytime soon, people. I know we're going to love MissyJBlige. But Broken Beauty is a lifelong project for me. It's more like I guess you could say an autobiography. It talks about the things that I've been through being an artist, being a female in the industry. Because it's very hard for females in the industry, like some of the challenges that I faced. And just my life upbringing, not having family in my life, not having a father.
Wow.
Thinking, you know, maybe I would have been different had I had a father in my life. Maybe I wouldn't be the MissyJBlige. Maybe I'd be like I don't know, some prissy ballerina or something. I don't know. But who knows? Broken Beauty is exactly what it is. I see the beauty in all things broken. So everything that broke me down, I had to reevaluate myself and see the beauty in all of that. And I just created it into a project.
So it seems like everything that's pretty much kind of pained you or tried to push you down built you up.
Yeah, it built me up. Like the foundation I'm on right now, I don't even think y'all won't need problems.
Now, it's funny you talked about being prissy, so I kind of wanted to get into like your image and just the way the industry is now. We definitely live in a time where the industry is hypersexualized, especially the females.
It's always been.
Okay. Well, you know, I haven't been around. I'm a little...
I think it's always been. I've always had that problem, like, especially with bedroom bangers. They really wanted me like super sexy.
Right.
I mean, I am not the Daisy Duke chick, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not that girl. I'm the girl next door that can hang with the fellas and that can hang with the girls. Matter of fact, you can bring your sons to me to get a haircut.
Talk to me a little bit about some of your other endeavors, as far as like you're talking about doing hair. Tell me about the hair empire that you built.
I've been barbering my whole life. Okay. Actually, barbering has funded my career my entire life. It's funded my dreams. I mean, that's my biggest support system I've ever had, like beyond family. That my clients have been there for me through thick and thin. So I'll never put the clippers down, you know. So that's pretty much barbering.
But you know, it's funny that you mentioned that that's what you've used to fund your career. I feel like a lot of people don't realize how much of your own funds and time and just how much you have to invest in having a career in this industry.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I mean, first and foremost, you have to have an amazing team. And I got to shout out my management, Shantae, Mimi, Eyelash Vision, Feel Good Music, all the producers that I've worked with, and everybody that's involved in Team Tavoria. You have to have an amazing team. But your net worth is just as important as anything else you have going on.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to sustain yourself. Like, if you don't have nobody investing in you or financially backing you, you got to be your financial your backer.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be honest, this is the perfect time to be your own financier. You know what I mean? I mean, independent music is where it is right now. You don't need a label to be successful. You just need a good team and a lot of faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think even outside of music, now is a good time to really step into entrepreneurship.
Absolutely.
I think with all the tools that people have today, it's so much easier to run a business. I mean, you could just, your Instagram could be an ad, whereas back then you really had to get out there and like,
you had to really get out there and pass out CDs and hang up posters.
Right.
You know what I mean? And grind and pass out flyers and put ads out and all kind of things. But like you say, social media is the biggest outlet to market anything, any brand, music, to hair products to if you fix cars, it's the best resource.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Well, since you do so much, because we talked about hair, we talked about music, we talked about writing, rapping. I don't think there's anything that we didn't talk about. But how is it that you manage everything? Do you have someone who maintains the hair and the clipping, or is that you're doing it all on your own?
Well, those that know Tavoria know that you can find me in one or two places. That's the studio or the barbershop.
Okay.
So, and then you can catch me, you know, if you follow me on social media. All my social media is at Tavoria. You could catch me at any of my shows or performances or interviews like Hip Hop Weekly. But I'm always at my shop. Like, I'm at my shop all the time.
Yeah.
I write a lot of my records either in my sleep, in the studio, or in my car. So it's like both music and barbering, I don't love one more than the other. So they both get all of me. So I really, they kind of manage themselves, you know what I mean? So it doesn't bother me. I don't get no sleep. They used to call me the hardest working female in R&B years ago because I'm always working on something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And is singing something that's always been a passion of yours? I mean, I can kind of see that.
Singing has always been a passion for me since I was a very little girl. Again, I'm from Miami. I saw Betty Wright sing one year. I was really young. I didn't know what was going on, but she's like our icon in Florida. She's old, but she's still like somebody that between her and Missy and SWV and Escape, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those the type of artists that I always grew up listening to. Like, my grandmother raised me, so I grew up listening to people that were way older than me.
Wow.
So that's where I get my storytelling from. So I guess that's why music has always been a part of my life, because I just like the way they used to tell stories. Like, I like songs that tell stories.
So music with a message.
Yeah, music with a message.
And so it's funny you mentioned Escape. I think they recently had like something huge happen in their career where they performed. And
yeah,
what do you think that does for R&B?
Man, since the New Edition story came out, I think that rebirth for R&B. To me, I mean, I just saw the Jagged Edge Unsung story the other day. You know, seeing Escape back on stage, like, these were groups that I love. You know what I mean? So I really think it's a great time for R&B, especially for them. Yeah. You know, like, they were making real music. Like, people got married, had kids and families and all kind of stuff to their music. I know I was singing Who Can I Run To? You know, I sure need me somebody to run to. You know, you get that feeling sometimes.
Right, yeah. I think it's good I think the timing of everything that you're trying to do is almost perfect. I think that everything that you've been through kind of prepared you for this moment.
I believe that. I think it's all in God's divine order.
And do you feel nervous at all? Are you like
yes, I'm nervous.
Scared
right
to be in the front?
I need to be nervous.
Okay. I mean, you know what? With all the experience that you have, all the people that you've worked with, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of support. So that might help you with being nervous. Are you going to be performing anytime soon anywhere?
Yeah, I got a few things we're working on for the project.
Okay.
So I'll keep you posted on all of that. But yeah, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I'm back in a new way. You know what I mean? And I just want everything to be so perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to give it to you guys and let y'all tell me what y'all think about it.
Yeah. Maybe you're nervous because maybe it's a little bit more vulnerable now. Because now you're showing the world a different side of you, a side that most people probably didn't even know existed.
That could be true.
See, I'm onto something.
Yeah, you're onto something.
So now with, I don't know, I kind of want to even, almost like a butterfly, getting ready to bust down and just show the world and just kind of fly. With everything that you see coming up, what is it that you really want to get out of everything? Like, where is it that you want to see yourself? Now you're getting ready to transition, rebranding yourself, putting out new content, and really trying to shake up the music industry more and kind of even rebirth R&B even more.
Where do I see myself?
Yeah, like where do you see yourself, and what would you hope that people get from your project?
My main goal is that I want my music to touch the little girl that always dreamed of sitting like right here, that was told she can't do it. You don't have it. You're not what we're looking for. You know what I mean? You don't sound how you look. I just want to win. Like, I just want to be able to finally be in a situation where my entire team is reaping the benefits off of the work that we put in. That's really my ultimate goal. Like, I don't want to, it's not about me. It's about me, but it's not about me. You know what I mean? Like, everybody always says they just want to win, but it's bigger than that. I think I just have something to prove this time around. Like, okay, I could do this. I got a #1 on Billboard. You know what I mean? So it's small goals that will mean a lot to me. You know, so
I think that with consistency and just your energy in itself, I think that your project will do what you intend for it to do. I think with the timing, and it seems like you're going to be putting a lot of passion into this project.
Yes.
So I believe in doing that and in telling a story, people do, I agree with you, people do want to hear something real. People do want to hear something more substantial. I mean, you turn on the radio now and everything pretty much sounds the same. Yeah. And so to hear someone tell a story, for you to reveal some of the things that you went through, you're probably really going to touch a lot of people. So that little girl who's watching this interview right now is probably going to be able to say, hey, you know what, if she could do it, I could do it.
Yeah, or that little boy, you know, anybody. You know, I just want you to be able to take from me, take from what Tavoria has been through and apply it to whatever you may be going through. And just grow from that. You know, just look at the world in a whole new light.
Yeah.
You know?
I kind of think that's what R&B, in my opinion, was made for. I feel like it was made to tell a story and to touch people, because I could listen to a rap song or a trap song, but I won't get goosebumps like if I go and listen to a Whitney Houston album.
Now, there's some trap songs out there that give me goosebumps.
I don't know about
it's a vibe. But I agree with you. Gospel music and R&B does touch the soul.
It does.
It does. You know, but there's some rap music out there that touches the soul.
That's the Missy side that's coming out. But I definitely do appreciate you for speaking with me.
I want all of you guys that are watching to follow me on Spotify, because I'm really going to be pushing my music really heavy on Spotify and SoundCloud heavily, you know.
Okay. So they can first look out for August the 8th.
August 8th, MissyJBlige is the first project. And y'all just going to have to wait a little while for Broken Beauty, okay? It's not going to come out till probably the beginning of the year, but MissyJBlige, we're going to take it in that way. And I'm leaning on you guys to tell me which record off MissyJBlige should be the lead single for Broken Beauty.
Maybe we could do like a cool Instagram competition or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that'd be dope. We can do that. I'm with it. I'm down with whatever y'all want to do.
Okay. Well, thank you all for tuning in live to Hip Hop Weekly All Access. Again, I'm your host, Valerie V, here with Tavoria.
Yeah.